What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and today I'm going to be bringing you a couple of Forza Top Gear lap times as a special because you guys are just the best. I hit 100,000 total views. That's ridiculous. That's awesome. So I really just want to say thanks for that. Then on the side, I also hit 5,000 channel views, which is pretty cool, and I'm about to hit 400 subs. So getting right into it, today we're going to be watching the Corvette not the Corvette, the SLS and the Gallardo. So straight off the bat, this car gets a pretty decent amount of wheel spin, but I've upgraded this to an R3 class, and that's why I'm doing two R3s today. But it's a really fast car, but it does get a lot of oversteer, and you'll see on plenty of the corners it's just sort of flopping around all over the place, which sort of holds it back from getting a better time. It came pretty close to beating the Corvette, but all the oversteer just everywhere and got it probably is the reason that it wasn't able to beat it. Even though this car is perfectly capable of doing it. But aside from that, this car, it has potential. I don't think you should upgrade it that far. You should probably leave it in the S class and just get it to a high S, because you see everything, there's so many things off about this car when you give it this much power, and it just isn't balanced enough. But it's still fun to drive. I still think at least it's the classiest car. I mean, the gull wings, yeah, whatever, but it's pretty sweet looking. I think everyone can admit that. But, whatever. Like, even there on that corner, it gets oversteer. Like, what is that? Most cars don't really do that. But, anyway, it comes on to the last corner, and it's able to pick itself a time of 1 minute, 18 seconds on the dot. Now, the Lamborghini is a little bit better off than the Mercedes. It's got similar power, similar stats, but it does have an all-wheel drive system. So you see it's definitely noticeable. It doesn't have nearly as much oversteer. Yeah, it slides a little bit, but it's much more controllable. And as a car, I like it a lot better. Plus, it sounds better. Although I noticed that in the recording, it sort of lost some of that sound, so maybe it's just amplified while you're driving it. But this car, the whole V10 thing with Lamborghinis, it just sounds amazing. But this car, I used this particular paint job because back in Forza 2, actually, I used a similar paint job where you get the classic yellow Gallardo color, but it changes as you move angles to give the car a little bit more to it, and I thought that was something rather interesting about it. But aside this car, what you gotta take advantage is, if you're ever tuning it, that it has a really fast gear shift time. So you can upgrade most of the handling stuff, and then just go back to the tuning and gear it towards fast acceleration, and then you can get yourself a really, really balanced car from the S class or R3 class. But it gets a time of 1 minute 17 seconds, .8. So it's faster than the SLS. If you like this, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next commentary.